Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John. Welcome, friends. Thanks for tuning in and taking a ride. Mustache John here. Today we have to discuss the big transfer news coming out of the Camp Nou. Barcelona have reached agreements to sell Emerson to Tottenham and Moriba to Leipzig. How will this impact the club, and what will Barcelona do with the money from these transfers? We knew Moriba was on his way out the door after refusing to sign an extension with 1 year left on his current contract, but the Emerson deal certainly comes as a surprise after Emerson just rejoined the club this summer. For that reason, let's start with talking about Emerson to Tottenham. Reports coming out are saying that Tottenham will pay 30 million euros to Barcelona for the 22-year-old Brazilian right back. As I mentioned, Emerson just rejoined Barcelona this summer after a successful loan spell at Real Betis. Emerson joined Barcelona in 2019, but immediately went out on loan, returning this summer and making an appearance in each of Barcelona's first 3 La Liga matches, including a spot in the starting 11 against Getafe. Emerson was eventually subbed off in that match for Serginho Dest. The young American has had his ups and downs in his first year at Barcelona, but he's done enough to give Ronald Koeman the confidence he needs to part ways with Emerson, securing Dest's spot in the starting 11. Looking at other right-back options, Mingueza just returned from a mild injury. He's played a few matches at right-back last year, filling in for Dest, and would likely be Koeman's second choice behind Serginho. Sergio Roberto would then be the third option. However, it's been years since Sergio Roberto has had an opportunity to play in his more natural position in the center of the midfield, and I would hate to see him lose his opportunity this season. If Barcelona want to look to the transfer market to replace Emerson, they will most likely turn to the 26-year-old Arsenal outcast Hector Bellerin. Bellerin was born and raised in Barcelona, having spent time at La Masia through 2011 before being sold to Arsenal. Bellerin wouldn't come for free, and even though he has reportedly asked for a transfer out of the London club, Arsenal may not want to let him go for cheap, which could deter Barcelona from securing the deal. Turning to Ilaix Moriba, it's been confirmed he will be joining Bundesliga's Red Bull Leipzig for upwards of 20 million euros. Moriba and Barcelona are parting ways after negotiations to extend his contract fell through. Moriba was asking for higher wages and guaranteed playing time. Barcelona was not willing to meet either of those demands. Moriba made it clear he wanted out of the club, and Joan Laporta was quick to oblige, immediately putting the 18-year-old on the market. Moriba debuted for the first team last year and made 14 appearances, scoring 1 goal. Overall, his performance was not enough to warrant the salary he was demanding. More importantly, at a time when club legends like Piqué, Busquets, Roberto, and Alba are all taking wage cuts, it's not a good look to not just be asking but demanding higher wages. Barcelona might be avoiding bigger headaches down the road by parting ways with Moriba. Now the question is, what will Barcelona do with the money from these 2 transfers? It's possible they will have to put the money towards wages, but let's just assume they will be able to spend at least some of that money on the transfer market. If there is one position Barcelona need to reinforce, it's the center of the pitch. We have some youngsters coming up, but we lack experience and defense in the midfield. Looking at center midfielders that can have an impact box to box, that can fit the Barcelona mold, and could be available for under 30 million euros, Barcelona could look to Tottenham's Tanguy Ndombele, Manchester United's Donny van de Beek, or one of the up-and-coming Americans, Wesson McKennie, currently playing at Juventus. If you put any of those 3 in a midfield next to De Jong and Pedri, all of a sudden we have a midfield that can win now and for years to come. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Barcelona selling Emerson and Moriba, and what should Barcelona do with that money. If this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to join the undefeated community. Come back for live watch-along parties for all the Barcelona matches and the #1 news show for culés around the world, Wake Up and Barca, live right here on the Undefeated channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Make sure you convert that for your time zone. I know we are international here on the Undefeated community. Thank you again for tuning in and taking a ride. We'll see y'all next time.